plan for what is it, league finals? Did not work, but we hit the clips, bro. We hit the clips.
Oh my goodness.
I kissed this guy the other day. Oh, recently. Watch.
Do it right now.
One more time. Censor it out. Just censor it out. All right. We got Virgin Boy over here, and we got the guy that's gonna oil up for me right now.
The program would not be what it is without them, because I could never do anything all by myself. And also to the Booster Club. I mean, these ladies do an amazing, amazing job of putting things together, fixing hiccups, and trust me, yes, it's a thank you so much. It's usually about, I'll say what, 10, maybe 10 women, and the honeydews that help. More importantly, I want to thank my honeydew for allowing me to be here with you guys every day, all night, weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays. I have neglected, I'll say, my family for the past. Tell the truth.
You said 14?
14. Probably some before that too, but I do want to thank them for allowing me to pretty much give everything that I have to the program, because I do. I give everything that I have to make sure that your athletes can be successful. And whatever that may mean by being successful. Does it mean that they're winning championships? No. Does it mean that they're the best version of themselves? Yes. If they're going to get into this program, what they put out, and I'm going to make sure that they get every single bit of it, good or bad. So I want to thank all of you guys for bringing your children to us, your athletes. I shouldn't say children, they're not little kids, but I am looking for your children. I am looking for little brothers, sisters, cousins. I need them. We develop athletes here at Roosevelt Track and Field, so I'm always looking for the next bright, shining star. I can find a diamond in the rough at any time. I dust them off and make them stars. So I want to thank you guys for coming tonight, and hopefully we have a good time with this, okay? And with no further ado, I will turn it over to you.
Last year, I forgot a whole bunch of people, so this year I'm going to make sure I brought my notes this time. I'm here to thank all of you. So I want to start off, this morning I was thinking about, reflecting about this season, which was wild, wet, and a lot. So we had a lot of track meets, a lot of wet weather, and a lot of changes as we, went through the season. So I want to thank a few people actually a lot of people for sticking with us this year. NutriShop, they're sitting over here. Can you stand up for a minute? Raise your hand. They have been a sponsor of Track and Field for a couple of years now, and they provided, along with other people in the community, our invitational t-shirts. And we were able to sell those at 100% profit. And because of that, we're able to do things like we do today because of NutriShop. And they're always with our team supporting. They're actually out there volunteering too throughout our season. So can you give them a round of applause again? Thank you so much for all that you do. The Talley family, can you raise your hands? They're back here. Thank you for your unwavering dedication to our track meet, your consistent presence at the long jump all season long. Mr. Talley brought his wagon with his table and his hat and his jacket and whatever he needed, and he was out there for every track meet since last year, raking that sand, helping us get through our long jump events, because it is long out there. So thank you so much for your dedication and your whole family for doing that. Riley family, where are you, Riley family? Where are they? Oh, right. What was that? Only Princess, stand up. She's representing her family this year. The Riley family, Princess, please let your parents know thank you so much for donating the transportation for a trip to Chandler. That's big. Our coaches are able to focus on our athletes, and you have to worry about that logistic part of getting our athletes to Arizona. So thank you very, very much. Okay, now let me see if I do this right. A heartfelt thank you to all our parents and athletes who donated food to our snack bar and volunteered throughout our season. Your contributions help create a sense of community and enrich the entire track experience for everyone. So thank you so much. Thank you for volunteering during the rainy days again. Thank you for staying out there, donating to our track snack bar, working in those windows. It was crazy. You jumped to our changes in our schedule again. Thank you so much. We could not have done any of this without you. So give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much. So last year, I don't think I spoke about our booster as well as I should have. I have the pleasure of going to their meetings every month since August as they plan the whole year. This event right here, they are very dedicated, extremely funny. I will have to say our meetings are interesting. If you know me, I hate meetings, but I do enjoy going to their meetings because there is always humor and laughter and food and just a great sense of community, and we like each other and we agree on everything, and it's just been a pleasure. So I'd like to introduce to these amazing women who brought our track program to a different level. As you notice, we have a new logo booster. We have the patches for our coaches where we all looked great out there this year. Booster. The new signs that we have to direct what's going on. Booster. The ones who helped us, handle the crazy uniform. I don't think we'll ever saw the crazy uniforms, but we had help there this year. So we couldn't have done none of the things we have accomplished without the booster. So I'd like to introduce them. I have little nicknames for myself to remember everyone, but I'm not going to do that here. So let me see if I get this right. Donna, I didn't forget you this year. Please raise your hand. Our president, Donna. Thank you. We have Sophia, who's running our snack bar this year. Raise your hand, Sophia. Thank you so very much. We have the vice president number 2, Tamisha. Thank you. All our donations, our fundraising. She did a lot for us that you don't necessarily see up front. So thank you so much for bringing in those local donations. Ms. Connie, who had to deal with me a lot this year. Thank you. She's our secretary. She helped me with the uniforms and communicating to all of you. I hope you noticed the communication was a lot better this year. I think it was. That was all Connie. So thank you, Connie, on that. We have Denai. Where is she? Okay, our treasurer. She had a lot to do this year because of all the stuff that was coming in. Thank you so much. And we have Janae. Janae, please raise your hand. Thank you. Janae was in charge of all our marketing. So the badges, the signs, the logo designs, the t-shirts designs, the banners design, everything. Our easy ups, that was Janae. So thank you so much for all that you did. Now, I have a special someone too that I have to acknowledge. She's probably gonna be mad at me. He's over here behind that. He is Marlon Blue, our barbecue man, who has stuck with us. And our DJ also all year long, so he's the one playing the music today. Thank you so much for putting up with me too. I always drag him out and says, we have another meeting, please get off work early, don't be late. So he's been sticking by me for track for 12 years now. My passion, what I love. So he's always, I know he's going to do what I say. No. But thank you so much for everything that you're doing, man. We appreciate it. Okay, we're going to move this along. It's about celebrating our athletes. I'm not going to stay out here all day long. So let's get started. Give it to Shonna.
Yeah,
okay.
The next, I don't know how I'm going to do this, so I just need to make sure that everybody knows our wonderful coaching staff. So, I don't know, do you guys see everybody? I like to get out in front so everyone can see me. And I see why, but I do. So, we'll start down on this side. So you guys got to stand. Everybody got to know how this runs. If there's no me, there's no you guys. If there's no you guys, there's no me. So everybody needs to know what we're working with. We'll start. Coach Allen, he was on jumps this year. And we have our wonderful Coach Calvin, who retired, but he's retired with us. And the new coach to us this year, Coach Danae, who I have been Coach Melina, Girls. Of course, we have the Centanaro who have been on this journey with me for the same amount of time, right? 16 years. 16. Well, I don't know. 16, yeah, that's a long time. They're telling our age. So that's Leal and I was about to call you Garden. I'm sorry, no, Garden is her daughter. One of her daughters. From she's alumni, just finished school, and graces with her presence this year and her knowledge, and Brianna Bernard Joseph. One of our newer coaches. Also another Coach Bree. She's also, actually, I like Coach Bree because Coach Bree came from Santiago. Right? She made that big move to join the winner's circle. So, we love Coach Bree. An oldie but a goodie, Coach Sean. We have Coach Carter. Coach Carter not only gives his time to us at the high school, he also coaches the middle school, Augie Ramirez Middle School. So he's down there developing them as they come up to us, and super grateful for him. And we have Shelly, Coach Shelly. I guess she's vanilla and I'm chocolate. As far as the mamas of the group, Coach Shelly is basically the smaller version of me, but mighty. Trust me, mighty. I count on Shelly for everything. When we travel, just, making sure that the kids and following my directions and rules on the other side of the track, and she actually talks to everybody on the track with me. So without Shelly, there really is no need. So thank you, Shelly. And then we have Miss Ashley Herrera. She's our and Miss Lee Meyer. She's also our staff this year. And we have Coach Ian. Program. And then, of course, last but not least, Coach Collins. So, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew the coaching staff, and the coaching staff knew how much you guys mean to me, and that I truly appreciate each and every one of you, because a lot of times you guys are out there with me day and night, night and day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever. So thank you guys again. Thank you very much.
Coach.
Jason, which one? Get up.
Everybody has to tuck in.
It's what baby sound. We should just get out of here. Jason, just stand up.
Baby butt. Okay, don't leave your hand.
Because I was so close to the end of the recital.
Come on in. Okay, one of you guys kind of come out. Can I have one of you guys right here? Yeah,
I see the top of your head. I see the top of your head.
I stared at him like that. He scared me.
Oh, that's ain't gonna work. I'm sorry.
Man, I can't even yell.
There's too many varsity girls.
Excuse me, varsity.
What's up there?
I'm not in the picture.
all right.
I'm done.
Hey, track guys, hang out 1 second.
This is what we came up with. I want each and every athlete to know that they are all special. They are all outstanding. You are all amazing. So we don't give it to one person. So
What do you mean?
you're amazing.
Okay, Coach Shonna, once again, we're going to start out with the Sprint Awards. Outstanding female sprinter for this year. This young lady was consistently consistent, but her season ended a little early due to injury. We can't hear you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So that award goes to Miss Talley. Always joke around with her because she's a little one, but she's powerful. She told me she started driving. I'm like, well, this little, you got a car seat or something? And they tell her that Okay, boys. This guy had an opportunity to work with this year only. He's only ran for 2 years. He started as a 400 runner. He dropped down to 1 and 2. And he's running very fast. We worked on a couple of things. We worked on his start. And I told him, once we fix your start, you should go all the way to state. And this past weekend, he ran at the finals, he placed. He's gone all the way to Masters next weekend coming up, running the 1 and 2. So his first time ever. Is doing a great job, Mr. Jeremiah Harris. The good thing about him is I spoke to him one time, he processed what we needed to do. He ran his race, and he said, Coach Shonna, so what happened? He goes, well, at the end of my race, I kind of broke down. I said, yes, you did. That's okay, because that tells me he knows what he's doing. That's the most important part. You can't fix something you don't know what's wrong. So we look good this weekend. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you guys.
Stand on your side of me.
You're actually, this is something else that didn't go right, was you guys actually do have class. So tonight we just substituted with the certificate, so we will have a class for you guys early next week.
She's a little like my mom.
High jump, she did 100 hurdles, 300 hurdles, high jump. She plays tennis, she plays hockey, she snowboards. The point is, she's a wonderful athlete, and I am so proud of her. The best of her has yet to come. We will see her next year, and she will be outstanding. Our second is Roberson. Caden had an injury. He busted up his hamstrings at the CIF final meet. Actually, he did it in the 4x1, but what I want to tell you guys is the strength that Caden has is he actually went out there, well, we thought he should have just sat down. He went out there and still gave his 100% best effort in those 300 hurdles. He actually is an alternate this weekend coming up. So provided someone fall, he will jump in, and I'm calling it now, he'll win state. He actually right now has the #1 time in the state. So he started last year, 5 months into the season. And he actually did a float finish, a 3rd place last year. So he definitely is #1 in the state right now. But unfortunately, he hurt himself this weekend, and someone's gonna fall out. He's gonna win the show. Okay, I'm calling it right now. Okay.
So I planned on giving out 3 awards this evening, but 2 of my athletes weren't able to make it to the banquet. So Isaac Jeanette was going to be getting a plaque, as well as Logan Leal. I'm going to be giving out the most outstanding distance athlete on the female side. It should come as no surprise on the distance side that Jocelyn Izarraraz Rodriguez. I think that's the first time I ever said it right. Kind of. So I have a little bit to say about Jocelyn, and she's going to stand right there. Coach Sean's going to walk around, and I'll join you after I'm done talking. When Jocelyn raced this season, I saw something in her I didn't see before. Even though this was her 3rd year in the sport, Jocelyn didn't race much as a 10th grader. She ran some really good marks as a freshman, but didn't PR her sophomore year. She raced like a veteran this year, though. I could see that her pacing in both the workouts and the races had gotten a lot better. Jocelyn was a lot more in tune with her body this year. We modified workouts when necessary. I think we were very conservative this season with her as well. I think that there's a lot of room for growth. Jocelyn is honest with herself and with me. She has high expectations for herself, and I want to help her reach her goals. When asked after the season was over with, she stated that she knew she could have done more. She was at her most committed with me so far, in her 3 years with me so far. But I still saw that, again, we have areas of strength we could work on. She always communicated. She missed practices here and there, cut a cool down here and there as well, but she always communicated. When she missed Saturday meets or Saturday practices, I always knew that she was going to be honest with me. If I asked her what she did over the weekend, she said, I ran 4 miles on my own, or 8 miles on my own, or I didn't have a chance to run this weekend. And we modified the training to meet the needs, and we did the best we could. Jocelyn stayed healthy, she consistently showed up, she stayed honest, and I think the results speak for themselves. Jocelyn PR'd in every event that she ran this year. She lowered her 400 meter PR by 3 seconds, her 800 PR by 9. She lowered her mile PR by 18 seconds, picking up 8 seconds at league finals. She only ran the 2 mile. We only needed her to run the 2 mile once this year. And she easily won her race against Centanaro. But her time on the clock, if you look at the pace that she was running, that puts her in the top 10 distance runners in Roosevelt school history, pace-wise. She's among the top 10 runners in history. The last thing I'm going to say about Jocelyn is I think her best performance came this year at the broken up King Joel meet. We had the race, and then the light meet, and then we had a race again on another day during spring break. And Jocelyn, I think we snuck away. I think they underestimated Jocelyn. We snuck away with the win in the mile. And then in the 800, she came back again a couple weeks later and got second place. She scored 8 points in the King Dual meet. That's hard to do against a formidable opponent such as King. They have a great program. I don't think Jocelyn will be under the radar next year. Jocelyn will return as the number 5 400 runner, the number 2 800 runner, and she will be she is on paper the number 1 miler and 2 miler coming back. Jocelyn Izarraraz.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Are we good? Okay. Well, real quick, again, I coach mid-distance, and it seems like if you're a competitive runner, you want to race and get better, and if you've seen this boy race, you know he's a competitive runner. He runs with heart, he gives everything that he has, and I know that he runs to worship his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So I want to bring up
My Pookie Lukey. That's my Lukey Pookie. Look at her jean jacket and birds, bro. What a guy.
That's my look right there. That's my look right there. Dr. Dan. I knew he could do it. Dr. Dan was actually looking kind of cool.
this one. I am going to recognize our outstanding pole vaulter of the year. And I'm going to run with this because he's only a freshman. I'm going to bring him up real quick. Mr. David O'Brien. And if you don't, let me tell you a little bit about himself here. So he's only a freshman. Did I say that already? He's the highest freshman in California. First freshman in Roosevelt history pole vaulter to make this to the Masters meet. He's only part of his way to making that large trying to make it to the state meet. He actually, let me see, he's only been vaulting for 9 months. He has broken the Big 8 freshman record by over a foot. He's only a freshman. I can't say that next year. So. He's actually, and I'm actually digging in right now, but I'm pretty sure he's the highest freshman vaulter in SoCal in Southern Section history. Where his height is 14.7.
14.6.
14.6.
Make it happen.
Around it all. But here's a couple things I do. Obviously, you know that, and but I want to thank David because he's very, as a freshman, he's very communicative. He likes feedback. He likes to, you know, a vaulter will take a jump. They get off the mat and we're like, what'd you feel? And most of them are just like, I don't know, you know. And he'll get off the mat and he'll like, I felt this and I was this and halfway through this and this is like, oh my gosh, really? You're only a freshman and you're like, don't do this stuff. So I appreciate that. Very coachable. You know, I appreciate you coming out. You know, obviously thank you for being a great teammate, great leader. And I mean, the sky is like bright and high. So thank you so much and congratulations.
All right, so we've been here 16 years. We coach pole vault. We love pole vault. And we have one of the best programs in the state of California, obviously at Roosevelt. Our outstanding female vaulter, she came out last year and you know, she did decent for a freshman. But this year, there was a fire lit in her. There was a fire, and we got to see that personally because it's my daughter. Anywho, you know, she came out from her freshman year and she came out with this drive. And I know this again because she played with Coach Shonna in the summer with sprints. She played with her dad. You know, lifting and just going out there pulling a video saying, I want to get better. What about this drill? What about that drill? What do I got to do to jump high? And she did. So it was no surprise to us when she jumped 10 feet this year. And that was a 15-inch PR from her from last year as a freshman jumping 8'9" for Roosevelt. So. Italia has been around pole vault since she was 5 months old. She learned to crawl, she learned to run, she learned to do everything at Roosevelt. So, you know, it's always hard because there's so much pressure, you know this, there's so much pressure on the coach's daughter to always be on, to always perform, to always be the best. But I'll say that it's very easy for us to be proud parents, proud coaches. You know, we can't wait to see what you do for the next 2 years. She's only a sophomore. And we're definitely proud because, you know, David and Italia have really come out there and they're just this little team. Like, it's kind of funny, you'll see David running and Italia's running behind him to make him run faster. And then David will run behind Italia to make her run faster. So we really appreciate them having each other for the next few years. So.
Hi everyone, my name is Coach Molina. I'm the throws coach. And I want to recognize the outstanding female thrower for this year. I do want to let you know that for me it was pretty hard because we have a lot of dedicated athletes out there, and I think we have a little tight-knit family of throwers that come together. It's not the easiest thing to be coached by me, because if you make a mistake, we're going to dance. But there's a lot of hours in the weight room, a lot of hours running, off to the side, and a lot of throwing practices. And I do want to dedicate, this whole season to the whole team, and I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me personally to show that compassion and drive that you guys wanted to be better every week. So thank you, throwers, for providing me that encouragement to come out there and continue to coach you guys for a wonderful sport that I believe is track. The outstanding women, our lady, she has honestly been unwavering in her commitment to the sport and her dedication. One example was, I'm also a freshman football coach, so I coach the defensive line. So it's in my best interest to make sure that these guys live in the off season, which would be track. And during the football season, I noticed one single female out there in the shot put ring just throwing an 8 to 10 pound rock all day, while in the middle of the summer, the heat, everything else. And I'm like, who is this person? And how come I've never seen her? Well, she was a transfer into this school. She's never had a coach, and yet she was still one of the best throwers that we've had this year. I want to recognize Ms. Jasmine Cannon. So Ms. Jasmine not only was one of the best throwers, she actually did represent us in the CIF prelims, which I was very well. Her love for the sport, and I can tell it's love for the sport, because she not only went out there and tried to better herself, she also tried to better her teammates as well. So she was a true gift to me this last season, in the way that she would actually help the younger throwers with their forms and just give them encouragement to keep on going. And I could just see whenever she would help me out, that the other younger throwers, their eyes would just brighten up because they knew that she had their back. So I really, really appreciate you, Joe. So now I'd like to recognize the male athlete for this year. Like Jasmine, he would also volunteer to help out some of the younger throwers, and he's been throwing, I think for like 2 or maybe 3 or 4 years, his whole entire high school season. He's not only dedicated on the field, but he's also dedicated off the field as well. He's actually, through his community service and his giving back to the team, whether it's just taking the implements to all the track meets, the away track meets, he would actually bring them up in his car, go to school, pick them up, take them to the school, bring them home, everything else. Making sure that all the equipment was out, ready to go, as well as making sure that all the equipment was put away after every track meet and every practice. And for a senior to do this stuff and take care of his team, it's kind of hard to find, because nowadays everyone's out for themselves. And Lorenzo Smith, I really, really appreciate it. Earlier this year, when we first started out, we were looking at to wonder who the team captain would be, and honestly, Lorenzo Smith just took the role and accepted it as his own, and I really, really appreciate everything he's done for the team and myself. Thank you, Steve.
Joseph Coronado, Peyton Roberson, Deja Moore, Morgan Ayer, Jeremiah Parrott, Noemi Rivera, Joel Stewart, David Kohler. Denise David. Austin Hernandez. Madison Nakamura. David Meir. Julian Arellano. Christopher Clark. William Garrison. Deja Milfa. Emma Steele. Isabella Chavez. We hope you got everything back here. Can you open up your gift? All right, we have a photo op. Do we need parents? Maybe we get photos together.
Austin, let me get a photo with you. Let me get a photo with you. I need a picture with my boy Austin before he leaves. Before he leaves.
Hi guys, let's do it a little different. Boys in the